Hey everybody, and welcome to Mobility. So for tonight's workout, we've got quite a stretchy one around glutes, hamstrings, calves especially. The only bit of equipment you'll need is a belt. It can either be like a yoga / stretching belt like this, or it can be a leather belt off your trousers, it can be a belt off your robe. Ideally something like that is better than doing like a stretchy resistance band, just because for something like we're going to do a hamstring stretch with it. I tend to find resistance bands just stretch, so rather than pulling your leg in, often hamstrings or whatever we're going to be stretching, well it's hamstrings, will be stronger than the resistance band, so you'll find rather than kind of getting in, you'll find that the resistance band just stretches and the leg doesn't do it. So something sturdy will be best. Apart from that, a mat, a bit of space, and that is all we need. So last week we had quite a focus around the spine. We did a little bit of lower body, but then lots around the spine as well. Just trying to keep it alternated. We're going to do a little bit of upper body later on, but mainly legs. So calves, hamstrings, glutes, to get started. And quads as well. So what I would like you to begin, just to get legs moving, set yourself up in a squat position, toes slightly turned out. First things first though, start your tracker. It's only cool down, but on mobility or whatever you watch tracks as. Toes slightly turned out, we're just going to sit back and down and up. So going as low as you can. I'm just going to move slowly through that movement. So what we're looking at doing here, just getting hips and knees and ankles, moving as much as we possibly can. Get the cracks out of the knees and hips. Get crunchy knees if you have. Let's go 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay, so what I'd like to do is come down, grab hold of the toes, and just try and sit the bone a little bit lower. So I'm holding the toes, just kind of hold myself further forwards. Get closer. So I'm just going to try and hold myself further forwards. If you fall back, just be careful you don't get anything behind you. From there, I'd like you to just straighten the legs. Try and keep hold of the toes, just keep the legs straight as you can. If you feel that you can't straighten the legs, just get them as straight as you can. Bring it back down into that squat, bum as low as you can. Now guys, if you can't quite get your bum down, what you can do is pop your fingertips on the floor, elbows on your knees, and just drop it as low as you can. The difficulty you might find there is it's just like holding a squat and it's just hard on the legs. Push back up, legs straight. Just looking through your knees or looking to the floor, just trying to get the chest a little closer. If you try and get the chest closer, you'll feel the bottom of the hamstrings just stretching that a little bit more. Couple more, sit back and down. Try and lift the chest up. So just really getting them hips opened up. And straighten the legs up. Face forwards now. So legs are straight, I've got hold of the feet. Trying to pull the chest a little bit closer to the knees. Nice. Dropping back down. Bum get as close as you can. Try and lift the head and chest up. I don't know if you guys can hear that rain, but it is horrendous. And I'm on my bike today. What a mistake. And straighten the legs up. I've got a waterproof jacket at least, it'll just be my shorts. They get wet. Try and pull the chest a little bit closer. Nice guys, one more time. Dropping down, holding on to the toes. I find if you don't hold on to the toes, you just feel like you're going to fall backwards. So for me, holding the toes just makes it a little bit easier. If any of you are as inflexible as I am. Nice. Straighten it up. Looking for hamstrings. Now guys, what we're going to do from there, bring the feet under hips so you're a little bit closer. Pop your hands on the back of the calves. Keep the legs straight and just try and pull the nose a little closer to the knees. Just trying to get further in, like you're trying to bend over double. Just release a little pressure. So bring your hands up, rest them on the legs if you like. And we go again. So grab the legs, pull yourself in a little bit further. Trying to keep the legs straight as you can. Nice, now slowly bring it up standing. Careful you don't get dizzy as all the blood just falls back down your body. I'm going to do a few more of them. Yeah, I went a little bit dizzy there. Okay, so take feet hips distance apart again, or shoulder width apart, toes turn out. Grab hold of the toes, sit back and down, trying to go low. Just going to do 4 of these, a little bit quicker this time. Straighten the legs. So all of a sudden you're like, hamstrings are feeling a little bit looser. Squat down, sitting down low. Straighten the legs. And again, sit down. And straighten the legs. Let's do a couple more. Squat down. Straighten the legs. One more on each. Down. And straighten the legs. Someone said to me a few months ago, Mike, did you know you should never go upside down because the blood going to your brain will cause a blood clot? And I'm like, yeah, but surely you have blood going to your brain constantly anyway. And they're like, no. Not when you're upside down. All the blood clots will go to your brain. And squat down. I'm like, yeah, but surely if you've got a blood clot, it's going to cause issues before it gets to your brain. Anyway, we disagreed. And straighten up. Nice. Now let's bring the feet closer together. So I've got them in here now. We're going to go where you try to get the chest as close to your legs. So grab the back of your shins, or your calves even. Try and get the chest a little bit closer so you feel a deep stretch down the hamstring. Bring it up, just release the pressure a little bit. And again, just pulling in, grab the back of your calves. Use that to squeeze the chest a little bit closer. And release. This time just come down to the floor. Please don't sit down, especially if you feel dizzy. Let the dizziness kind of go, like I have. Pour yourself a drink if you need it. I'm just going to do a little bit more for hamstring stretching. Okay, so grab your belt, and lie back on the floor. So what I'd like you to do, place the belt under the ball of the foot, and the other leg goes out flat. Then holding onto the belt, too far. Just pull that foot in and up so you get a nice straight leg on that leg in the air. I tend to hold further down the belt. If you hold here, you'll find you're just kind of squeezing into your body. Hold down, and you can always just use that straight arm to pull in. Keep that leg nice and straight. Other leg on the floor as much as you can. You might find it bends a little bit, but try and keep it down. And squeeze that leg in towards you. Just get more stretch through the hamstring. Just keep squeezing. So I mentioned it a little bit before about finding that comfortably uncomfortable position. So often when people stretch, they'll take it to the point where they can feel the stretch, but not really stretching. Try and pull it that a little bit further, so that extra centimetre even will make quite a difference. Now just relax the foot so you can pull the toes in more, and you'll feel it shoot down the calf as well. So the reason we've gone to the ball of the foot is just so we can bend the foot in like this and get the calf working as well. And swapping over legs. So ball of the foot, other leg goes down, pulling that leg in, looking for hamstring mainly to begin with. And then pull the toes in as well, get calf. Just keep squeezing, make sure you've still got that stretch, you've not released. That's one more each side, so swapping over feet again. Foot goes in, other leg out straight. Squeeze that in towards you. And look on the toes, bring a bit more down the calf. Keep squeezing, keep stretching. And swapping over legs, final one on this leg. squeezing the toes towards you, get more down the calf. Nice guys, now just release it. What I like to do is just grab that first leg again, just hold on to the knee and just pull it in towards your stomach. So we just get a stretch. Did it last week as well, just down the piriformis, that muscle deep down around the hip joint. Just for a second, and then swapping over legs. So the leg just goes up straight again. Nice. Now final bit on the hamstrings. This time I'm going to place the foot you just did flat on the floor, grab the back of the leg, and just grab it here and pull in. You'll find you get a stretch further up, higher up on the hamstring. So squeeze that in there. It's up to you whether you grab a bit lower or above the knee. Ideally below the knee, but sometimes it's difficult for people to get that. Hold it in just for a few seconds. And swapping over legs. So the leg flat on the floor, squeezing in. I tend to find it easy getting my shoulder blades off the floor. I just find I can squeeze a little bit further rather than laying back like this. It's up to you. Nice guys, loosen that. Right, hamstrings done. Come over onto your front and sit yourself up on your hands and toes. So we're going to do a little bit more through the calves now. So what I like to do, pop yourself up on your hands and toes, like you're in a bad press-up position, bum in the air. Squeeze one heel down towards the floor and use your hands to push yourself back to get a deeper stretch of that calf. So one knee's bent, one leg straight, squeeze the heel towards the floor, swapping over legs. Pushing the heel towards the floor. So just going to hold each one for about 10 seconds. Swapping over legs. Nice. Swapping over legs. Let's go for a few more. Swapping legs. Swapping legs. Let's go two more each side. Back to the first leg. Second leg. First leg again. Last one on each side. So really squeeze the hands, push yourself away. Swapping legs. Push that heel towards the floor. Probably can't touch the floor, which is perfect. It means you can try and get that a little bit further. Bring it in, press it down. Now guys, sit back in child's pose. So take your knees apart, sit back on the heels. Reach forward down your mat and let the shoulder blades slide apart. Hold it there for just a few seconds. And try and creep your fingers a little bit further forward and hold. Nice guys. Bring it back up. Come around seated. So I'm going to move higher up now into the glutes. So we're going to set yourself up 90 degrees at both knees, left knee and right knee. So I've got my right knee behind at the moment, but it's up to you which way you want to go. Turn the chest so you go over that front knee, then lean forwards. So I spoke a little bit about it last week. Try and lift the chest up and lean rather than just arching over. You'll get further into the stretch and much more out of the stretch. So lean forwards. So we're looking for a stretch for me down that left glute, so that front glute. We're just going to hold it there. Nice guys, try and sink a little lower into it, just to get a bit deeper into that stretch. And swapping over legs, so bring the leg round to the front, swap the legs round to the back, 90 degrees at both knees, chest over that front knee, lift the chest, lean forwards into it. Nice. Push the chest out, try and go a little further. Nice guys, bring it up, swap it around, we've got one more each side. 90 degrees at both knees. For me, I've got left leg forwards now. Chest over the knee, chest out, lean forwards. Try and go a little further. Just deepen that stretch a little bit. swapping over, 90 degrees both knees, chest over the knee, chest out, lean forwards into it. Nice guys, bring it up. Come back down to line. So lay down on your back. We're going to stay with the glute stretches. So what I'd like to do is place your left ankle on top of your right knee. Reach through, grab the back of your right thigh and just squeeze that leg towards you. So you feel a stretch now down your left glute. What I like to do is just use my left elbow to squeeze the leg away a little bit, and it just deepens that stretch on the left glute some more. Squeezing a bit on the glutes now. I'm just going to do one on each leg. And release. Soften over legs. Right ankle, left knee. Grabbing the back of your left thigh. Using that right elbow to squeeze the right leg away a little bit. And just hug it in towards you. Nice guys, release. Just grab both knees. Hug them into your chest a little bit. And release. Bring it up to kneeling. So guys, we've done around the back of the legs quite a lot. We're just going to do hip flexors and quads a little bit. So for your hip flexors, it's a tiny little muscle, but often gets tight for a lot of people if you do a lot of running or even if you just sat at a desk. And it's basically just around this bit here, and it's for flexing the hip. Now, what you need to do is just take a stride forwards. And often we refer to people, you want to imagine your pelvis and you just want to flip it up a little bit. So like you're trying to tip, imagine it's a bowl of soup and you're trying to tip the soup out the back of it. So a little tip under the pelvis and then lean forwards. So you feel that stretch just in this area here. Just lean forwards into it and hold it there. So you find it won't be a big movement, so I barely even moved there, and now it's all the way up there. It feels tight. Just hold in there. Feeling that. And swapping over legs. So the leg comes forwards. Tilt the hips under. Lean forwards into it. Finding that stretch there as well. So it's going to hold for around about 15 seconds on each side. We're going to do 2 here, so 2 on each side. Nice guys, and swapping over sides again. Lean forwards, tilt and lean. 15 seconds each side, or thereabouts anyway. So whenever you do stretching, guys, make sure you hold it for a decent amount of time, anything from, so it's going to be anything from like 15 seconds to 30, 40, 45 seconds. But to be honest, the main thing for improving your flexibility and swapping over sides is consistency. I'd rather you do 10 seconds, but do it twice a week for the next 10 years, than do 45 seconds once a week for the next month. It's the only way you're going to get more flexible. Be consistent. It's like eating. Exercise. Just be consistent, eat well, exercise most of the time. You don't need to worry when you don't. Nice guys, and release it there. Now, next one, just a simple quad stretch. So what you like to do is just lay down on the side, grab the heel, pull it in, and just squeeze the hips forwards. So if you were to look down, it should be a nice straight line all the way down the body, and hold it there. Now, if you feel like your quads are particularly tight and you can't grab hold of the foot like that, you could use a band, pop it under the foot and just pull it towards you like that. Otherwise, just try and hold into it. Squeeze it in. Just a typical quad stretch here. You can do this lying on your front. You can do it standing. Just squeeze the knee back a little bit. Often when people do this, they'll just let the knee come forwards. It's not really, they go, oh, I've got my heel to the bum, that's it. But if you just pull the knee back, deepens the stretch so much more, so it connects up here on the hip. So if you let it come forward, it just shortens the muscle a little bit. If you pull back, it lengthens the muscle and lengthens the stretch. And swapping over sides. So foot behind, nice straight line down the side of the body, squeeze it in. Just again, 15 seconds there. Like we could lie down and have a little nap here. Just need a pillow. Nice guys. And releasing that. Cool. Right, I'm just going to go through a little bit of upper body now as well. So what I'd like you to do, just come to kneeling and sit yourself up on all fours. Pop one hand out to the side. You can either pop your hand on the floor or pop the elbow on the floor. But the main thing is, wherever you are, here or here, we want to turn the body underneath. So as I drop, so for example, right arm out, I'm turning the right shoulder down and looking to my left hand side. I'm looking to get a stretch down the right pec here, so the chest. So hand on the floor, turn away, stretching down the inside of that chest. So dropping the shoulder towards the floor. Nice, and swapping sides. Left arm out, dropping the left shoulder down. So if you just have bent elbows, the same thing, just dropping it down that way. I find it easier having an arm out straight, but it is up to you. So you're kind of looking through to that right hand side now. Nice. Swapping sides again, one more each side. Right arm out, right shoulder drops, looking through to that left hand side. Swapping sides, left arm out, dropping under. Nice guys, release there. Sit back into child's pose, knees apart, reach the hands forwards down the mat. Just try and creep the fingers a little bit further forwards. Trying to keep the hips back, the bum back. Nice. Now bring your right arm back, reach that left arm a little bit further so you get a fuller, deeper stretch of that left hand side. And swapping over sides, right arm reaches forwards, left arm back. Now bring both arms forwards, back into normal child's pose. And to finish, just sweeping both arms around to the right, so you get a fuller stretch of that left hand side now. Back to centre, sweeping round to the left. Pulling back to centre. And just bring it up there. Nice guys, we are done. A little bit longer than I intended, thought about 20 minutes, but 24 minutes now. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that guys. Lots of hamstring, especially there, just because I find that generally a lot of people have really tight hamstrings. Anyway, that's me done. I'm going to stop waffling, leave it there. Have a lovely weekend guys, and I will see you Monday morning. Take care, bye bye.